So anyway, yeah. MF, you need to be double shotting all the fucking time. And I say that all the fucking time. Use it to last hit because you'll bounce it and it'll hit somebody else. I think does bonus damage to the second person it hits, which is stupid as shit, but it does it. So when you last hit with it, Q it, or I think it's Q. Hit it with the last hit and try and make sure that you get the graze as he's coming up to last hit. Bonus damage, apply your passive, that negates some healing. Like that is just... Like, that is what MF is known for, is her bully with her passive. The fact that she can just be a total bitch to you while she's, like, farming from a safe distance, rocking Qs and shit. So, like, use your Q a lot.
Yeah, double shot.
Other than that, your ults are really, really good synergizing with the Thresh slowing, so...
Thresh is on the
that was good. I'm sorry, not Thresh. Taric. Getting the stuns down. Yeah, that was good. Like,
okay, game 3, week 8. Today is April 15th. Battle Arena by Trinity Force Podcast. We are Astradition and Badger. Yeah.
Sorry, I want to go over Matei real quick before we delve too much into the next.
I just want to briefly talk about picks and bans once you're done with that. So,
Matei, Graves. I'm torn because I just don't think he's nearly as strong as like the other.
My God. And this is where I'm like, oh my God, Graves is a great AD carry. He has great burst. He does good sustained damage.
He has all of that, but he has to put himself in such a disadvantageous position to do it, and it drives me crazy. So Matei, what you need to work on is. So first off, the problem with Graves is that he has an amazing utility with his blind, but landing it is so, like, essential. Like, the positioning that you do it on is an absolute mandatory. But knowing who to put it on is the deal. A lot of people think, oh, I should put it on the marksman. Guess what? That marksman is orb walking just as much as you. So, you know, zone out the support for a second and stop the Taric from stunning you. Stop the Thresh from, like, grabbing you. Stop the Leona from having an eye. Yeah. So. And start trying to don't always try and blind the marksman. Try and blind the person that you think will get on will do the least CC to you, and you'll have a way better time as Graves. Play a lot of Graves back. So
I loved Graves.
Know that thing stops everything. They can't see shit without it. Not shit. Doesn't matter if there's a TF ult going on or whatever. If they can't see you, they can't target you, they can't aim anything, then you're good. And if a second is all you need to lay down some burst to get the trade down, then that's really all you need, because trading with Miss Fortune as a Graves is hard. Really hard. So, try and be more proactive with your blinds. I know it's kind of a long cooldown, but I mean, it will help you in the laning phase, and that will push you into later on.
Just kite out and don't be afraid to go a little bit deeper.
Yeah,
than
absolutely.
Carries usually do.
Absolutely.
Your passive is really good at making you tanky.
Really good. And try and keep that stacked. I know it's difficult sometimes.
It's free MR and armor, so
it's really difficult to keep it stacked a lot because you have to auto and push the wave. But know that if you are pushing the wave, take advantage of the fact that you have to push the wave and be more, you keep using your blind on the right people.
Yeah.
Making sure that they don't get.
We get to see a Katarina.
Make sure that they don't get S because they're on the turret. Recommend running a skill point or two. Blind over dash. No, blind is only for the utility. Leveling skill points in blind does reduce the cooldown, but honestly,
AP damage, it's not really that.
It's magic damage that you're dealing in the first place, and at the same time, did I say physical?
No, you said AP. You said magic.
Okay. You're only really using it for the, and that's all you really. So keep the 1 point in it until later, and don't try and do what other people try and use it to finish off people. Okay, spells on cooldown are wasted spells. If you kill somebody without using a spell, you wasted potential. Completely wasted potential. If you kill someone and you didn't blind them, that's dumb. You wasted damage or something, or utility or anything. And everybody should take note of this. Just because you killed somebody really, really quickly doesn't mean you killed them the most effectively. Okay? Using every single ability in a fight is, I mean, yeah, you want to save it, but at the same time, it could be 3,000, it could be 300 gold, or you could be dead. So, don't be stingy with your abilities. Be aggressive and proactive when it comes to, especially as AD carries.
Yep.
Alright, so that's it for that. We're focusing on this game now.
Let's get into this game. As you can see, let's just run quickly through this. Bans, 5 junglers and Kayle. Good bans. Don't understand the Kayle ban. Did somebody play Kayle last game?
No, but Kayle, no one.
Captain Chemistry. Captain Chemistry played Kayle last game, but he, for some reason, banned it. I don't know. He must think it's strong or something like that. But as you can see on blue team, they have a area of effect wombo combo, Varus, Shyvana, Thresh, Katarina combo, and on the blue side they have a dive heavy to make this Varus feel uncomfortable because he first picked Varus. You never want to do that unless you're
I first picked Varus. Fuck you.
I mean, I was about to, hold on. Unless you're confident in your ability to land ultis and you think you can orb block anything that comes at you, including a Shyvana Zed and,
by the way,
let's say Nocturne dive combo.
By the way, walk with me. So, like,
yeah, his animation's really nice. That's why I play him.
like Twitch. One like with the back. They're all. Oh, it's going.
Oh, Pwn just dropped out. Never mind. Okay, I'm like, what was that sound? I'm like, oh, Pwn just left the Skype. Oh, gotcha. Oh. Well, he wasn't in here anyways, so it doesn't matter. But
if anyone in chat, also in the T-Force chat, in the Twitch chat, can tell me if my ban is noticeable, that would probably be awesome. Because I know it was kind of annoying several casts ago. But anyway.
Okay. I like what Purple Team's bringing to the table. They do have a nice combo with Hecarim come in and Fizz dive onto the back line with Olaf, who can go invul. And once he's done with that, and then Morgana can Black Shield the Caitlyn to stop the Katarina. Essentially, if Purple Team stops Katarina from getting that first reset, they win the game.
Yep.
To be brutally honest. And Blue Team's going to have to try and get that first reset for the Katarina, and she has to make sure that she gets a good Death Lotus off. Because they're kind of lacking in damage, but Trundle can tank buster the Olaf with the ulti. I don't even know what the name of it is.
What? I'm sorry.
What's Trundle's ultimate name? Subjugate.
Yeah, Subjugate.
I just looked it up. He can subjugate the Olaf and make him a little bit more human, especially once he pops Ragnarok and he gets the 60 free.
That's gonna be
armor. That's
gonna be big.
The Trundle ultimate is gonna make or break too.
That's gonna be really big in the team, in the fights and the trades. Up top is when Trundle waits for Olaf to pop that, because if Trundle pops Subjugate and then Olaf pops Ragnarok, he's not gonna get that bonus.
Alright, so about a minute and 45 left before we go in. We're gonna plug the Trinity Force podcast one more time.
I keep forgetting that these are all separate videos and that it's not like one big long
separate videos on YouTube. That's what I got this. Trinity Force podcast is a network of podcasts. The T-Force LCS Rundown, which is a weekly recap of competitive play in NA, EU, Korea, China, and the GPL, which is Southeast Asia / Taiwan. They do recaps. They talk about players. And actually, Mott Magorum saw Scarra at PAX East. This is a story that if you talk to Mott, he will tell you. And he actually saw Scarra, and he's like, yeah, I'm a huge fan of LCS Rundown. And he's like, thinking in the back of his mind, like, shit, I was shit-talking Scarra and saying that he was bad about 5 or 2 episodes ago before he retired. But they're a good group of guys. It's Optimus Tom, Mott Magorum, Greg Russo, and Mitchell Turner, I think his name.
Yeah,
Mitch Chocolate
he's
Chip,
a good guy, by the way. Mitch Chocolate Chip.
He's a good guy. He casted with me.
Yeah, he cast with me.
Yeah. And then Trinity Force proper, which is the usual crew. Adam Podophobic as well, DeClaude, Shira, and Dom. They go over patches. They tell you what you're doing wrong. They'll answer listener questions if you email them at feedback@trinityforcepodcast.com. They're a good group of guys. And then the third one is our Australian brethren, the Oz LOL podcast with Carrot, Colossus, and crew, the C's. So they go over the Australian scene and they will talk about some of the changes coming up in the game also. And they're all great guys. T-Force LCS Rundown goes live on Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. T-Force Proper goes live Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And Oz LOL, they usually come out on Thursday, right?
I think so, yeah.
I think they usually come out on Thursday, but if you don't catch them live, LCS Rundown comes on Tuesday, T-Force Proper for Monday comes out on Wednesday, Oz LOL Thursday, and then on Friday they'll have the second episode of Trinity Force Proper. Check out their website. What is it? TrinityForcePodcast.com. Just
yeah.
Okay, they've got a new hub. It's really cool. Buy their shirts. Buy the stuff.
Yeah, buy their shit.
Buy their shit.
I still need to get a.
I need to get a shirt.
I need to get a mug. I have way too many video game shirts. Dude, I have a video game shirt for like 2 weeks in a row. I have like 4 Zelda shirts, 4 BioShock shirts, like 2 Blizzard shirts. Yeah.
I have a CLG C9.
I want a Cloud9 shirt so bad.
I was like the 8th person to order like the gray ones. When Jack first announced that they were gonna sell C9 shirts, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna buy one. And I was like, order number 8, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. But I'm gonna try and pick up a navy blue TSM Bjergsen colored TSM shirt and a Fnatic.
It's my Annie shirt for those of you, Yona and Annie. The curl, that Annie. Get back.
You missed your Annie shirt.
I miss my Annie shirt.
They don't have a Yasuo shirt yet, or else I would buy it.
Yeah, take one. That Annie shirt is legit. It's a good shirt. Like a little kid Annie, and then just Tibbers is just towering behind her. I used to wear it when I was barista at Pete's, and people would be like, "What's with that? Like, what's with your shirt? Why is there a giant bear on it?" It's like, oh, no.
It's my shirt. It's my Bear Tibbers.
I'm actually listening to Timber right now, and all I can think of is I'm yelling Tibbers.
I always yell Tibbers.
That's all I yell.
Oh my gosh. So, what was I gonna say? I feel like there's a did you know that I should throw out a did you know, but I can't think of anything. Oh my gosh.
Did you know that Katarina skin was the least popular winter skin of all the winter skins?
Yep, because it's Slayhor Katarina. Nobody likes her.
Yeah, but that's the did you know. It was the least bought winter skin out of all of them.
Yeah. Did you know that... This is just general stuff. Did you know that Spell Thieves, since that's the first Spell Thieves we've seen all night, did you know that it procs on turrets? Because I learned that.
Yes, I did. I did know that,
I learned that today.
So I'm
gonna be
paying special attention to bot lane. Varus is one of my main, and I want
Katarina was one of my old mains. Oh my gosh, Omelet Gamer, if you can hear me right now, you're awesome, because there's a special breed of Katarina player that starts boots and pots, and those people know how to do it right. I don't agree with the skin, but I like your start.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure that Pwn got Spell Thief when he was Morgana in that game.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, oops.
There is pizza crust sitting on my desk. What's the most bachelor thing going on in your room right now?
What's that?
What's the most bachelor thing going on in your room right now?
The fact that I have like 20 Pepsi cans on my desk and I still haven't cleared them.
Nice. My computer sits on two computer boxes, and on top of that is a plank of wood where my monitor sits, and to the left of that is another box where my second monitor sits, and to the left of that below next to my bed is another plank of wood that my actual computer sits, and this is all at the edge of my foot of my bed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I have my computer. I have like a rug. I don't have like an actual carpet. I've just got like a lay down rug in my bedroom, and I have a project that I did in like when I was younger, with like a trifold board, and my computer sits on that, so it doesn't overheat on the carpet.
So
how
much you want to bet? I start W this place. How much you want to bet that Sejuani is gonna go on hit? Good poke coming out of both.
On hit Sej?
Yeah.
Like Feral Flare
Yep.
Sejuani.
Yep.
Oh, that would make my day if that happened. I don't see it happening. We actually see some trading going on in the bottom lane.
So I'm just gonna take mental notes of this, but Varus, you should try to avoid trying to poke with Q until it's like level 2 or level.
And you have W stacks.
Yeah, because it's tough to it's managing mana at that point in the part. Because you'll get to that area where you really want to be laying down the damage, and you're not going to have any actual mana for it.
Is Poen or Chira watching this? Because we see a top lane Katarina or a top lane Olaf.
I mean, I know that Chira has been super busy lately. He has like 5 papers he's got to do, so he can't play at all lately. But it would make him very happy to see the Olaf. Oh my god, Flash going out of Call Me Kyle.
Call Me Kyle, yeah, he gets his Flash Force. And he still might go down. Does he have the arrow?
He doesn't.
Arrow's in 8 seconds. Can he snipe?
That's what I was talking about.
Should be backing off. Okay, now he's starting to back off.
The Fizz, but Katarina coming out
up in the top lane from Hecarim. Both are getting low, but Olaf has the wave, so he's gonna be able to sustain off this.
Oh man, that Olaf though was going hard.
Damage. First blood goes to Olaf.
That was really close on that chomp.
Yeah, but true damage OP.
Yeah, true damage OP.
I don't even think he reckless swinged there.
I don't.
I think he just autoed him to death.
And we'll teleport in top. Uh-oh. See a good gank coming in mid. Is this gonna be a kill? Flash coming out, but Fizz wants to try. He flashes for it as well.
Fizz flashes.
Yeah, Fizz.
That was an unnecessary flash by the Fizz.
Fizz, I gotta say, even with your combo, you didn't have enough mana to be able to, like, you wouldn't have enough mana to Q and get out with an E. So,
good binding lands
you
on
gotta watch your mana.
4J, but they're gonna try and turn around on him a little bit, and they just back off.
Yeah. Some AD carry advice: try to avoid standing still while attacking.
Hecarim's going bottom. This is gonna get bloody.
This is gonna be bad for. This looks bad for blue team. Oh, good flash coming out of High on George. I still think he's probably gonna go down here. Good slow coming out. Is it gonna? Yeah, he's gonna pick him up.
And they pick up the kill onto Thresh.
Yeah.
Katarina, why are you going double cloths into an AP lane? I know Zonius is a good item, but Haunting Guys is even better. Rush.
I agree.
Rush Haunting Guys. Trundle.
Get that health.
Looking to build towards Blade.
Okay, so for lanes, especially like mid lanes, but I mean top lanes are affected by this as well. But mid lanes in particular, say you want to get that Zonias, right? You really want to get Zonias because it'll help you significantly.
Build into your lane. That's all I can say.
Keep you alive. But when we're talking about resistances and staying alive, health. Always, always, always health. Because you're buying cloth armor against a Fizz that deals almost completely all magic damage. That is completely useless and doesn't help you at all with the here and now. And when it comes to the early game, it is only about the here and now. You're trying to set yourself up, yeah, but at the same time, if you die and you take damage and you aren't able to like stay in lane and get the farm you need or get the kills you need, like it's wasted. So the cloth armor, like you need to recognize the fact that it's, it's not as effective as.
Even if he would have, I don't know. He should have just gone Ruby Crystal and.
Yeah, that's exactly what he should have bought. It was.
Yeah. And you can work your way towards your Haunting Guys. In the bottom lane, just just farming so far.
Yeah.
No real big item purchases yet. We do see
Damage.
Trundle playing with fire in the top side.
Teleport is... Oh. I like Morgana trying to maximize the goal.
Sejuani's invading. Good call because the Fizz is low on mana.
It's a good escape out of there.
Terran Pain's gonna run away from them hoes.
But she did get the ward down, which means she still might be able to smite steal it. She's looking to try. Both smites are up. This is just going to be a race to see who can do the better smite. It's getting low. The smite, come on. No.
No smite.
Edge does not smite. Or did she? She did not smite that.
She could have. Now she's going a little aggressive.
I don't know if she actually...
She's going to get the slow. Olaf's going to get the kill in the top lane, though.
Yeah.
Ragnarok, really strong. He burnt the Trundle ulti and then he went in, so that was a good move on his part. See Hecarim going towards the Sejuani, but good dash out to escape.
Two animals fighting each other. Oh, okay. I'll line the chance up for you. Alright.
Oh, you don't line the... Oh, you didn't line the...
I forget sometimes.
That's like my first thing I do whenever I get into the
Hey,
game.
I forget sometimes. Look at you.
See Hecarim going a little aggressive onto Katarina. Katarina could have actually turned that. He has no... Katarina, he has no 6. If you want to try and all-in him... Okay, there you just hit 6. But... If he wants to go on you, just as long as you time your ultimate right, you could have killed him. You could have had a chance to finish him off there.
Varus, you're pathing, like you're... Oh my goodness, you're killing me, man. Okay, like, E sucks. E is a slow. There's always a slow, unless you're trying to take Dragon on a proc your W, which you haven't put anything in.
You need your W on Varus.
Need your W on Varus.
Katarina goes down the middle lane.
Really good engage.
Good moves from the Fizz to get the Earth down.
Varus, I'm gonna talk to you after this game, because, buddy, those skill choices though, man.
You really do need to put a point in your
And
W.
Morgana, real quick about your skill choices as well, because I'm on the topic already. You want to put points in Q, not because of damage, but because of bind duration. You have the longest snare in the game. And right now it is not the longest snare in the game because you only have 1 rank in it. Like, yeah, Black Shield is amazing, but you're only using it to stop a Varus ult. You're only using it to stop a Fresh Flay or something like that. You're not using it for the AP reduction, which is the only thing that you're benefiting from leveling it. That's it. Maybe some cooldown reduction, but honestly, negligible in the scheme of things. So, level your Q as support Morgana.
We're gonna see a little trading coming down in the middle. Fizz Chum the Waters isn't up. Good aggressive. In the bottom lane though.
Really good Black Shield coming out.
George after the box came out. Heal's gonna be used to disengage from calming Kyle. Good escape. Galen, please buy a BF sword.
Please.
Okay, because you went boots as on first back. You should really have gone like a long sword at least. See the Fizz ulti. Nice Shunpo.
Shunpo, nice ult.
Nice turn.
That was good. Like you made him blow flash, and that was right choice. Don't chase. Omelet, don't chase. Don't chase. No. She picks up the kill, but is it gonna actually be worth it? Oh man. You gave more gold than you got right there. So, gotta understand when to call it and when to say that you're ahead for it. Because you got the flash blown from Fizz. Like you...
Olaf's gonna die topside. Trundle ulti comes out, but he didn't Ragnarok, so it's still up. Olaf's just gonna sustain up here. He might be able to dive this Trundle, since he doesn't have ulti anymore.
Tough call.
It is a tough call. Varus finally has points in his W.
Yeah, finally.
I am Georgia overextends a little bit, takes free poke for the play.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Arm guard on
The skill base, skill choosing of Varus and
yeah, fourth point goes in there. Yeah, you really have to get
and hi, I'm George as well. Like I know you want to also lower the cooldown of your Q, but I like the best part about Thresh is his poke.
Yeah.
And leveling your E makes you poke harder. It's better. See an engage going on, but really good black shield coming out. Oh, missing the hook barely.
The hook misses.
Bonnie here, they want to do a 4-man strong push, maybe try.
Of Caitlyn, but we see Hecarim and Katarina. Don't go that way. Fizz and Hecarim are right there.
Oh!
Ulti, nice binding. Good flash ulti from Morgana.
Yeah, really good flash.
Katarina's gonna go down. No, she's not. She gets the heal.
Nope, she's down.
But she goes. Okay, never mind. She goes down. And Hecarim's gonna get out of there. Fizz is in a good. Fizz is getting in there doing damage. Caitlyn's coming back. Thresh is gonna go down. Box comes down, but it's not gonna be effective at all, and they're just gonna back off. Nice 2-for-nothing trade for the perfect game. Dragon out. Never mind. Hecarim's back. Dragon would have been a risky call there.
Oh man, you don't want to fight that, Olaf.
He's gonna get out.
Oh no, he's not.
Flash chomp. Just kidding. He gets out. He gets out by his way of death. By the way of his death.
Yeah, you may not be out poking them, but you can still poke.
Yeah.
Like, the whole point of leveling E at all is for poke. Like, if you really wanted to, then you could just say screw E altogether and not level it. But I mean, then you wouldn't have play. The point is though is that you're lowering a cooldown for what? Against a black shield that could stop it anyway.
Yeah, but if it lowers by 5, you can. Cooldown on hook is lower than cooldown on dark binding or black shield.
Already, like.
And if you land it,
yeah,
it's 14 seconds for Q.
It's already lower.
Yeah.
So I mean, you just.
But at level 1, I think it's 18 or 17 seconds or something like that. It's got a longer cooldown, so.
That is so not true. Thresh is a completely poke champion. He's one of the best poking champions. One of the best poking supports, actually.
Yeah, he can poke really well.
And QCD is completely dependent on whether or not you can actually get the Q, but you're up against a Morgana that could black shield it. Every single time you see, I mean, not every single time you see it, but
Katarina,
yeah.
But here comes the Hecarim.
I really get E from Fizz to get out of a lot of that damage.
Hecarim didn't have ulti, so they couldn't finish off the kill onto the Katarina, but he saves his mid laner.
Again, in Twitch chat, you're all talking about theoretical talk, but have you gotten any kills bot lane because of a death sentence yet? Or have you has Morg negated more damage due to her black shield because...
Hecarim kills Katarina.
Yeah.
Morgana Q.
Oh my goodness.
And
Olaf
gets
just...
kill onto the Sejuani.
Excellent.
I like maxing Q on Thresh because of the cooldown, if you can land hooks, but
not against
that's
Morgana.
Just my thing.
I'm adamant about this.
Cooldown on Thresh and hooks for days, so we
comes
see
up
Olaf
and
fighting against the Trundle.
Comes up and steals it. Trundle just steals the.
He has no Ragnarok. Trundle gets another kill. He's starting to get back into this game a little bit, even though he lost his turret in the bottom lane. Oh, nice black shield on the play.
I mean,
from the Varus.
Regardless of how Twitch chat you want to talk about which way you like what you want to do, you need to understand the comp that you're going up against in the bot lane. You don't have. Oh yeah. You have no reliable CC aside from your Q and play, and against a Morgana, like, you should be trying to poke.
gank in the bottom.
Nice! Varus, good job, dude. That was really good.
Alright.
Knowing that you were gonna go down.
Nice dodge from the Fizz in the middle. Trundle's gonna be pushing top lane. They're gonna try and get bottom turret out of this. They might be able to if they don't back off.
Yeah, they can easily.
They should be able to get hacker him. Use Sheen procs. Hit Qs.
Yeah, hit Qs. Pop those Sheen procs.
Use your Q to get your Sheen procs on turret. But they're gonna get it anyways. See a nice gold lead starting to form for the purple team. About 6k. Actually, exactly 6k right now. They're pinging Dragon, but I think it's a risky move at this point.
They just saw the ward go down, but they have the pink to stop it. They be able to
stop it. This is gonna see the Sejuani with a ward. Caitlyn's gonna run down. Teleport on both top laners, but Trundle can interrupt Olaf, and they're just gonna brawl. They're just brawling topside.
Yeah.
We're gonna see purple team rotate over towards
Got an engage going down on Sejuani. Sejuani looking to try and do something. She's in there completely alone, no backup.
Too far in there.
Way too far.
Way too committed into it.
Yeah, you wanted to make your team follow you, but holy cow. You're dying for it, buddy.
Flash. Yeah, red buff was gonna kill her. And now Varus is gonna get caught out by the Pecker Rim.
That padding though.
Fails his flash, and good catch from the Morgana to get the kill.
Unfortunately, I flipped for wins. We are not gonna be doing another one after this. We'll talk about.
There is no next one. Sorry about that. This is the last game of the night. See, purple team's gonna grab a free dragon.
Yeah. That Sejuani was, unfortunately, it was kind of a play.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Oh man, he threw the Q. I thought he was gonna try and go on it.
Yeah, I thought.
Also, let's go over builds real quick.
Okay.
Top lane we have a Randuin's versus a Hydra. I think it's just because he hasn't gone back in a while. Yeah, he hasn't gone back in a while. But we see a Randuin's versus a Hydra and a Warden's Mail, which is good for Olaf. And Olaf's just gonna walk out of this.
Yep.
Ghost. Oh no, he didn't even ghost. He just walked out of it. Because Ragnarok just basically says, fuck all y'all people. Which is good. It's a good ulti.
We went over that.
Oh, but High Up Yorkie goes way too far in. Katarina's gonna go down. How many are they gonna get out of this? Terror and Pain's getting low from the turret. One more Undertow can oh, nice hook though. Good play. Nice amount of CC. The Undertow misses. Is he gonna be able to pick up another slow?
Oh my goodness.
Onto the Thresh. But in the bottom lane, Caitlyn and Varus are gonna go 1v1. Caitlyn, ulti! Ulti! Caitlyn, you do enough damage. Once you... Oh, he's gonna go for the snipe execute, but he's not gonna get it. Caitlyn. Oh my god. In the middle lane, purple team's gonna shove down the turret. Caitlyn, you should have just ulted there. You should have just damage checked your ulti right there. You have a pickaxe and a...
There it is. That was what you wanted.
Finally.
Yeah, she has damage.
That hurt. That ace in the hole hits for like 800 or 500 at that. I think. Hold on, let me. She hit him for 475 plus 302. She hit level 11 and just finished him off. She hits like a truck.
Yeah. Caitlyn against Varus is up.
Oh, nice blind on the Trundle. But shouldn't have wasted your she still has flash, but she's gonna hacker him. Stop BM. Oh, nice.
Oh, that's not BM. That's a kill. Oh no, just kidding, Shunpo.
Now Hackerum's going way too far.
Wanting out.
But he's gonna be alright. Fizz misses the fish. Olaf's gonna go towards Varus. He misses the Q. Caitlyn, fire! Fire. Oh, she doesn't have vision of either Varus or Katarina. That would have been a kill. Slow lands onto Sejuani. Purple team is going to shove out middle.
Purple team. No.
It's starting to snowball way too far out of control. High and Georgia gets caught. He uses the box. For some reason.
Oh, good. Morgul coming down.
How did he...
Verisol catching all 5 of them.
Good Verisol. Katarina's going to jump in.
This is a turnaround and a half. Mind your focus, guys.
She's going to go down.
You gotta know who you're focusing.
And this is going to be
This is gonna go... No, good flash.
Should have autoed the fizz while he was hooked. That would have been a double for Varus. But Purple team comes out on top 2-for-1 in that fight. Dragon's not up for another couple minutes, I think. Yeah, 2 minutes. They're just gonna back off. Trundle's gonna push middle. Fizz is gonna go back. They're gonna pick up some more items. Caitlyn might finish Last Whisperer here. Seeing needlessly large rod finished onto Fizz's part towards the Zhonya's Hourglass, which is the key item on Fizz.
Yeah, Fizz needs. Absolutely.
Fizz needs Zhonya's.
Gets himself
Katarina,
in.
not so much. She needs magic penetration, and then she can start building.
Himself in a bad position, having to. That's why Fizz is my difficult champion to play effectively. Is you have to really like put yourself out there to deal a lot of damage. And unfortunately, your E does so much damage that you sometimes have to use damage as well. What's
Caitlyn
also
go in Infinity Edge before Last Whisperer.
I would agree completely.
Katarina, you're in oh, nice Sejuani also.
Yeah, but catching a couple people. Unfortunately, there wasn't a whole lot she could do with that, so...
Katarina's gonna
Wow!
Katarina, and that's gonna be a kill.
Goes down.
I don't know why you went into their jungle to run away. It was a questionable decision. Let's see, kill score is 20-5 in favor of the purple team.
Oh!
Flash
binding misses.
But 10,000 gold lead for the purple team right now as they're shoving down the middle turrets. Never mind. I was about to say they could probably push out towards one of the inner turrets, but then I realized that both waves were on the other side of the river, so they're just gonna back up and they're gonna farm these creep waves. Olaf teleported bottom. He's gonna push it out a little bit. Dragon's up in 2 seconds.
They
Purple
know.
team could have a free dragon right now.
They have the
They see
timer on it.
Sejuani. There's a ward at the blue buff, and they're gonna start to run towards that direction, and they're gonna pick up a dragon at 25
Oh,
minutes.
Fox for no real apparent reason.
I think it was just a misclick. Maybe a misclick on the box. Yeah, the farm is kind of low.
I gangbang virgins. Unfortunately, while Fizz should just to finish an item, it's difficult to do that with Fizz because you need Sheen, you need Zhonya's, and you need Boot. And the sad truth of it all is that you kind of have to get them all, and you can't finish them.
Yeah.
So what most Fizz players do, as a Fizz player myself, he was my Season 3 main. I played him in the jungle, I played him in mid, I played him in top. I know him now. You build Sheen, you build Armguard, then you finish Boots, then you finish Zhonya's, then you finish Lichbane, and then you build into your Rabadon. And that's the build path that is the most effective on him. Because unless you're getting a shit ton of gold from kills, which really, they have to be to defeat a Fizz, you really can't do anything aside from build the small items and the big ones.
So, see, actually, Caitlyn didn't finish Last Whisperer. She went for another
No.
BF sword. She must be
I
going towards Eye Edge.
am not surprised. Who's Fizz's largest counter? Diana and Ryze are both very good against Fizz.
Diana and Ryze are really good against Fizz.
Anyone that can stop him from getting away with E are good counters to him.
Better if you
And
can just tank through his damage.
yeah, and Diana all good Diana players level W, right?
What's
Right.
that? You
All
cut
good
out
Diana
first.
players level W.
Yeah, if you go W,
high level W.
Put me on the spot with this one.
Nope, Diana is one of my best AP carries, level W.
If you're a good Diana player, you max your W. You don't max your Q. Can I explain Diana? Yeah, sure.
Then you wait.
Oh, and we see an Earth come down towards Katarina. They're all low. They're gonna start running away. They're disengaging. Nice Zhonya's Hourglass to stop.
Hecarim. That was an amazing. That was an amazing ult by Hecarim right there. Just amazing. Purple team is just gonna pick up everything though. So I flip for wins. The reason Diana is really good against Fizz is the range on
really well in melee range.
Yeah, exactly. The W between, like the W.
Oh, let's snipe on Varus.
Yeah. W shield stops a lot of Fizz's early burst. Yeah. That definitely makes him like the biggest bully. Like Fizz dominates Zeds, and like that says it right there. He's like a very good mid laner. But yeah, so W counters Fizz's all in immediately. But then when Fizz tries to get away with E, so long as you haven't really like blown your QR yet,
your Q and R,
you can. So he goes onto his E, tries to get away, but you follow where he's going. You E him as soon as he's E'd out, and you bring him back to you completely. You Q onto yourself, finish with an R, and he's dead.
No, the Hecarim ult didn't take the thresh out of the Morgana ult. Hecarim ulted while they were over by Wraiths, and Morgana flash ulted while they were at the turret. So you got a good ulti down to like 4 people to start the fight.
Yeah, it was a really good ult.
They got a really good ult. Katarina, I don't know what you're doing. Why are you... Okay, I guess she's gonna get out of there clean. She's just gonna run away. That's fine. Oh, but good Lantern. Pulls her out. We see Caitlyn struggling to finish, deciding to finish which item she wants to finish. While we see the Legolas build coming out on Varus, the trademark Bloodthirster Last Whisper combo.
I don't agree with it on Varus.
I like it.
He needs attack speed, Orc, all the way.
Well, I mean, if you get with their new runes, you can just have attack speed Quints, and then run Berserker Greaves, and that'll give them like 1.2 attack speed or something like that. Or it's really ridiculous. 1.2, I think. And that's plenty of attack speed, because if you get a killer assist, it gets killer assists gives you like 60% increased attack speed.
30% on minions.
And 30% on minions. No, 40 on champions, 20 on minions. So
that's right now. I think when he hits.
Meanwhile, we're gonna see purple team start off with Baron. They don't have Olaf there. It's a 4v4, but blue team doesn't have any ward coverage, and they don't see this going on. They're gonna be able to just. Okay, never mind. Fizz is low, so he should probably back out of this before. Yeah. Why are they disengaging for Baron? Oh, Caitlyn's standing on the Baron. She's gonna go down to it.
Yeah, looks like she's gonna be killed by it. Oh my goodness, so really close.
Low.
They want to finish it because it's so low.
Oh, she's gonna go down. Oh, she dodges the geyser.
Where's the smite? Wait for it.
50 Baron. Who's gonna get it? Purple team gets it.
Purple team gets the Baron.
Great disengage, or we get to see great re-engage from the purple team. Olaf's gonna go in and try and clean up their entire team. For Katarina did not get a reset. Now she's getting reset. She gets one. She goes down to Olaf.
Well played.
3 for 2 in favor of blue team, but Baron goes on to Caitlyn and Fizz.
That's dangerous. I would definitely say blue team played. Watching that happen, the box coming down, dodge it, making sure not to go anywhere with the Fizz ult while Sejuani had it was try and go to her team or try and help peel. She just took the Fizz.
Yeah. Chucker Luke, yeah, Diana uses Shield Absorb Burst and follows up. She has great burst damage herself.
Yeah. If you can time it really effectively, you can Q onto yourself when she comes in to finish with W, damage on W, but that takes a serious amount of like timing
and
hard
coordination and luck, pretty much.
If you can land that, then you can land a lot of damage. Follow her, and then eat her back to you, and then there goes hers. I knew that the Baron fight was coming up, so I didn't want to talk about Diana because
yeah.
Talk about that. I am an AP carry main, as also.
Well, we're both. I'm a mid laner by trade, but I play some AD carry and some top here and there.
Yes, before the silence comes. That's it. Your Q should hit as she finishes the silence. You Q yourself, and she comes in, and the silence will proc, but you'll have already Q. Olaf teleporting in the top lane, gonna try and stop the Trundle.
Morgana gets caught, or Morgana catches them with a bind.
Hecarim going in balls deep. He wants to fight.
Pretty far in.
Fizz.
See a great.
Nice Sejuani ult. Oh, Morgana. Oh, Morgana, that ult. Catching.
Katarina might be able to.
4.
Oh. She goes down. Fizz gets a double kill.
Fizz is gonna get. Fizz is. Nope. Bye.
Trundle goes in very far and he's gonna go down. So we're gonna see Purple Team win a 4-0 fight, and they're going to shove through. And they could probably end the game. They might be able to at least get one Nexus card here.
They're backing up. Now they're looking to try and go back in it. 10 seconds, guys, you should try and go in on a turret. If you have more than 10 seconds, it's pretty much a guaranteed turret. Especially with an AD area. They're actually going to probably finish here.
They could finish.
They could finish. Maybe. With some good peel, they can definitely finish.
Varus can do.
Oh, they're going to force him out, though.
Katarina ulting on the outside of the fight.
Olaf though, going ham.
Olaf going man mode. 2v1ing. He's gonna BD this. He's gonna X-Peke this. Purple Team, what are you doing?
X-Peke! X-Peke! Oh, they get on him.
Oh.
So close.
750 health in the Nexus. I'm like,
you can't R and I flip for wins. You can't R immediately, but you can follow up R as long as you're moving with them. More it is.
You can actually Q, and if you're confident enough that you'll hit the Q, you can dash while the Q's going off, and if it hits when you get there, you'll get the reset on your Diana ulti.
Yeah.
But we can talk about this some other time.
Sorry, I kind of neglected to comment. I must have missed it. Mort is also really good.
Mort's also good against Fizz. The health reduction on Fizz W actually kind of does pretty well against the regenerative.
And I flip for wins. Yes, it does. The arc lasts longer than silence.
Yeah. See, Infinity Edge finished onto Caitlyn. She should look at their team and see that they have a Randa one's onto Trundle and a Prison Heart onto Sejuani, and then she really needs to get a Last Whisper. But it's good that she's getting Phantom Dancer next.
Yeah, I agree. Phantom Dancer is good.
Seeing Hecarim go on to
going in on the Sedge. Nice, making the flash come out.
The flash. Caitlyn should not be at the front of the fight.
Wait for the engage then. Olaf coming to join his team here. Tyron, Baron, just 1 minute 45.
Baron and Dragon are both up in 1 minute and 50 seconds. Staggered. We're gonna see blue team. Purple team should really be grouping bottom and shoving this into turret. Or shoving top into turret. You should be shoving one of the side lanes. You shouldn't let the super minions do their work in the middle lane.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It depends. DFG can be really good on Fizz, but you need to
better sustain damage. Actually, we're gonna see Olaf go into a 2v1 against Varus and Katarina, and he gets Katarina down to half health, and he's gonna. Oh, Varus, you do not want this fight.
No, you do not.
Out of there. But Olaf's doing it. Oh, nice Ragnarok. Ghost. No, he doesn't even need the ghost. He's out of there. Meanwhile, purple team's in the bottom lane.
Yeah, forcing that turret.
Bottom inhib turret.
That was exactly what they needed to do. Olaf pushing the top lane,
That was beautifully executed by...
Yeah, exactly what they needed. FaZe wants to get something nice ult onto the Katarina. She's gone.
She's gone for it.
And that's going to be
game. Zhonya's.
Morgana with a really good ult.
This and Caitlyn just do too much damage, and so does this Olaf.
Oh.
This game's over with.
BFG on Fizz can be really good, but it is entirely dependent on the other, like, depends on what kind of co-op you're up against. Honestly, I wouldn't go with it, just because...
Oh, the troll and hit. Okay, never mind.
You're not, like, you burst, but you have, like, such short cooldowns that you continuously do damage to of
people rather than just one or two. So EFG is like a LeBlanc item where you just boom damage, you burst them as hard as you can, and then you... Alright, so
okay, great game played by both teams.
People
this can
people want to
okay, we'll talk, but I just want to close it out because he's going to cut the video here.
That's true.
Thanks guys for watching Battle Arena for April 15th. This has been week 8. I am Badger alongside Astrodition, and have a good night or a good day.
Yeah, thanks guys. Take care. Alright, so that'll cut that. So, time to talk.
Alright, anybody, okay, we're answering questions for like 10 minutes.
Okay, so because I told Ferris that I would talk to him about that, and I want to talk... Okay, so first off, real quick, that whole Thresh Leona, or Thresh Morgana thing, like, it just comes down to lane matchup and what you really want to focus on. And something you need to realize in lane is Morgana is a master in stopping anything from happening. Just like Leona is, like, Baraka. Like, you need to realize that CC is not going to be the thing that wins you lane against Morgana. It's not. The thing that wins you against Morgana in lane is poking someone down and then finishing them. 100%. No doubt about it. You can try and bait out the Black Shield, but any decent, like, duo bot is going to know that, okay, Black Shield is down, I need to not be so risky. So you engage on them behind their minion wave and risk going under turret for a kill? No, you don't do that. You just poke them down, bait the Black Shield, and then engage when they're low. Don't try and bait the Black Shield and following up with more CC. That's probably not going to happen. But anyway, we'll talk about what people wanted to
If
hear.
you guys have a specific question for us, I will be able to answer questions for about the next 10 minutes, then I have to go.
Okay, so how about you talk about Katarina right now, because I'll talk about other stuff afterwards.
Okay, Katarina. Essentially, she does enough damage that you just want to build penetration on her. I call it triple pen because you go Haunting Guys into, or you go Sorc Shoes into Haunting Guys into either Abyssal or Void Staff as your 4th item, but you're gonna want to get a Deathfire Grasp early on her so that you can get the first reset so that you can clean up team fights. So,
and that's big. Reset is like, remember what we're talking about when we're talking about, you know, utilizing your abilities and, you know, effectiveness of your summoner, you know, or of your champion. Passive. Get an assist. You know, take advantage of the fact that you just got an assist. Or,
yeah. Any other mid laners that you guys want me to talk about before we move on to lanes?
We talked about, you and I talked about this earlier, but talk, like, in that game, remember that game when we had the ranked game where that cat didn't get FG, lost her the game? Talk about that.
Oh, she didn't get her, essentially we played a game against a Katarina that didn't grab Deathfire Grasp. She went like Rylai's, and she didn't even go Magic Penetrate. She had like, okay, I think she had a Haunting Guys, but she didn't go like a Void Staff or anything out like that. Oh, I'm cutting out. Okay. Basically, Deathfire Grasp ensures that you get the the first reset, like if you drop it on one of the squishies, so if you like in this case I think it was like
the problem was the Shyvana that just hyper carried, and our Shyvana hyper carried and was basically soloing 4 people, and Katarina didn't do shit to her because she had no penetration and no bonus damage. Like she just tanked through the most fed person on the team, which was that Katarina. She had like 13 and 4, but because she didn't have a Deathfire Grasp or any penetration, she got fucking shat on by not even that fed of a Shyvana.
Yeah. Haunting Guys into Sorks / Haunting Guys, whichever one you want to do first, into Zhonya's is actually also a good build. But I like Deathfire. I'm just a Deathfire Grasp kind of guy. I played Ahri in Season 3, and I play LeBlanc. I play all these like assassins that use DFG, so it's just instinct to me. Any other things before we move on to your bottom lane discussion?
I mean, the bottom lane discussion is about the Varus, and it's about like skill building, and other than that, I just wanted to make sure we touched on Cat because ice.
Yeah.
But you need to know, like, builds are not, like, remember this, you don't build the same thing for every single game, okay? If there's a Shyvana with a shit ton of magic resist that is solo carrying a team by herself, you need to take in account that because you're the most fed person, it is your job to take them out. So, EFG that person and burst them the hell down.
Okay, what's next?
Is there anything you want to go over in that match before I talk about Varus and I talk about Sejuani?
Not really.
Okay.
Actually, I just want to give a brief, like, I've seen a lot of teleport tonight, and I just want to like briefly talk about teleport.
Go ahead, do it.
Teleport, and this is used to like gain control of a lane. Like, oh, hey, I'm gonna go top lane. If I get control of the lane, I'm gonna roam. Like, you can go down to dragons once your team starts doing dragons, or you can go down to bottom lane to try and turn around a gank. But I saw a lot of just TPs not being used, like, not even to get back to lane. Like, people would walk back to lane with their teleports up, and if you've got it, and you know that you're not going to use it for the next 200 seconds if you port to a tower, then just use it to get back to lane so you can get a lane. If you get a wave, if there's a wave building up, use it. Olaf did a really good job of it last game when there was a big wave at bot enter.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I remember that. It was good. Yeah, guys, use your teleports. Please, please, please use your teleports. They are completely crucial and essential. Especially when you're Olaf or Trundle. Like, game changing. Okay, so... Alright, so let's talk about Varus. Okay, so Varus. First off, I love Varus. He is my favorite AD carry next to Twitch. So Twitch, Varus are my favorite AD carries. In mid, my favorite AP carries are Fizz and Diana, I would probably have to say. Top lane, I really like Kennen. In jungle, I like assassins. But regardless, I love Varus. He's one of my favorite champions. I feel like he's one of the best mathematically bursty champions that you can play with. So you need to recognize his power, and his power comes from like several things. Blight is crucial on him, and I know you said that you misclicked and accidentally took Q or whatever, but you should not take E unless you're planning on taking an early dragon, and this is why. E, the only really awesome thing about E is, yeah, procs Blight, but at the same, and yeah, it does grievous wounds, but the only real reason you're using it is for slow. And if you're doing a slow, you're doing it probably to escape, not to finish, because its cast time is a little bit too long for you to rely on it as a Blight procer. Unless you're like really close to them and you know you can pop it, then you aren't really doing that. It's more of, oh, I have a ward next to Dragon and I see their Hecarim coming at me full speed, I should slow down the area that he's coming because I don't have boots yet and I'm a little slow. That's when you use, or you're taking Dragon and you have 3 Blight on him, but you don't want to use your Q yet, so you proc E. That's when you go Q, W, Q, E. Q, W, Q, E, Q. Those are your abilities to 5. Then 6, you max your Q, then you max your W. Aside from that, attack speed is really crucial on him as well. I don't know if you were running attack speed points. Apparently, I powered. But
attack speed quints are mathematically really good.
So I guess if you were running attack speed quints, then Bloodthirster was really good. If not, if you weren't, Blade of the Ruined King, without a doubt, is one of the best items for him because it gives attack speed, which just means you get more W's on them, and more W means you proc more with your Q. And everything revolves around proccing with you. Like, he's very similar to Ezreal in the sense that he feels more like an AD caster than he does about an AD carry. And that's just because he relies so heavily on his abilities. Like, not in the Vayne sense where you just get so much damage. I'm not wrong. I have played Varus for a very long time. Yeah, you can do E, but you honestly, like, it depends on the matchup. I don't do E very often. If you're talking about EWQQ, I can agree with that, but that means you can't have 3 ranks in Q by 5, and I don't like that, because Q is your damage. Q is all of your damage. So, if you want to do EWQQ, you can, but you're not going to get as much damage. So, Blade of the Ruined King for the attack speed and the lifesteal, which is really, really good, because he has a very safe distance to which... Do you need to go? Oh, you're saying?
Yeah. Okay. I was about to say, I'm just going to head off. It was fun casting. I will talk to you guys later. I'll be probably in the channel tomorrow.
Okay.
If anybody has any more questions. See you later.
Yeah, I'll redirect them to you. I'll see you on later.
Alright. If I end the Skype call, will that mess anything up?
No. It'll be fine.
Okay. Alright, see you.
I don't know what you mean I can't math. EWQQ puts you at 4 levels. You can't put 3 ranks in Q in a row. You're not allowed. You can't do 3 in anything in a row. You're not allowed. You're just not allowed. It just doesn't work like that. It can only be 2 in a row. So anyway, so you have to go EQWQQ if you want. But back to the other thing. It depends on what you're running for your it depends on what you're running for Rune to be able to for whether or not you should be building Bloodthirster or Blade of the Ruined King. But in general terms, Blade of the Ruined King is generally better because the slow is also really, really good. So if that like Malphite is on your ass and he's like healing you off of everybody, stopping you from dealing damage, well, that Blade of the Ruined King is going to help you get away from him. It's going to be slow that you kind of need to distance yourself from the heal. 1 sec. Okay, so that shit, you can go 3 Qs. Really can. Because I mean, I could be wrong.